The question of how music can connect to society and be topical and relate to the themes, which I admire very much of the festival this year, and the Klarafestival, of roots and migration. I think obviously it's an enormously serious and important topic today. I think there are two ways to look at it. Music, in a sense, should stand on its own without any reference. That is to say that music can be a pure statement with no subtext. But at the same time, music is very much a product of its roots. A composer will always bring his or her own background and cultural experience to bear. But the exciting thing about music is that it speaks to everybody. Music, of course not talking about opera, but essentially pure music, does bridge all gaps. And I think the 21st century is a time in which musicians need to step up and stand up for what they believe and use their music to try to bring people together. I admire your festival for very explicitly trying to do that. It's something that we should all aspire to. If you speak about my farewell tour, that sounds so lofty and important. I'm just thinking of this as a nice tour in Europe, and I'm really happy that we're going to Antwerp to play in this new hall, which I've heard such great things about. This one is special for me, not only because it's the last one, but because of the repertoire we're presenting. We're doing a lot of John Adams, celebrating his 70th birthday. John Adams' work, Chairman Dances, is an excerpt from his opera Nixon in China. And it's a foxtrot, but it's got a kind of dreamy atmosphere, as if the dance kind of goes in and out of focus. It's very well written for the orchestra. It's a very clever piece. It actually happens to be very difficult to play. The Prokofiev, which happens to feature one of my favorite artists and violinists in the world, Frank-Peter Zimmermann, is a very introverted, kind of melancholy, reflective piece. It goes full circle. The end is very much like the beginning. It exists on a very exalted, beautiful, deeply human plane. I love it. I love both Prokofiev concertos, but if I had to choose one, I think this first concerto in D major is really very special. Berlioz' Symphonie Fantastique is famously a kind of drug-induced exploration of dreams. It's a virtuoso showpiece for the orchestra, but also extremely finely written, very colorful, very stylish, and has a kind of orchestral flair that has made it. I've done it a number of times with the Philharmonic before. It's always been a pleasure to do because they bring such kind of Gallic dash to the work, and Berlioz is one of the great masters. So we'll bring the program to hopefully an exciting close.